Hey there, Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies, and it's been a while since I made a video. This is something that actually just landed for me in Vancouver. I was doing a workshop and I realized that there were a couple of different pieces of my work that I finally figured out how they fit together. So here's how it goes. There are three roles of marketing, three things that any piece of marketing you ever do must fulfill. And whether that's an ad, talking to somebody one-on-one, speaking in public, whatever it is. First thing that marketing has to do is it's got to get their attention. They've got to notice it. So there are a lot of ways to do this. Hub marketing is one of them. I've got the ebook hubmarketing.com, word of mouth marketing. One of my colleagues, Lisa Baker, learnpartnermarketing.com. This is probably the primary way we get people's attention is by noticing where it already is. Filter. Your marketing has to filter, meaning you get attention of a bunch of people, but they're not all necessarily a fit. So something in your marketing structurally, mechanically has to actually filter out to make sure that the right people actually remain, and the rest leave if somebody's not a good fit. So another way to say it is you're helping to facilitate the decision-making process for them. You're helping making it easier for them to decide, is this right for me or not? So marketing has to do that. And then marketing's also got to lower the risk. Once you've gotten the attention of a bunch of people and you filter it down to the people who are your people, then you've got to make it easy for them to take that first step. So, most of my workshops are done, live workshops are done on a pay-what-you-can basis as a way of lowering the risk. But guarantees can be a way of doing that. Case studies, testimonials, hub marketing, them hearing about you from a trusted source can be a way of reducing the risk. Lots of ways to do it, but the piece I want to focus on is number 2 here, this filtering thing. Because there are 3 levels of filtering, and I've talked about this in other videos, but I want to just show how it connects to this. When we talk about filtering, there are 3 levels, and they have to happen in this order. So number 1, or maybe I guess we'll call it 2A, is relevance. And the relevance comes down to one of 2 things. Either you're selling something that I want, so hey, I'm looking to buy one of Alexander Ferry's super sweet wooden steins. Could be that. There's a particular product or thing that you offer that they want that makes it relevant, or that you solve a problem that they have or offer a result that they want. Yeah. So it's either the thing itself, for example, a boat, or it's the journey that you take them on from island A where they have a problem or symptoms they don't want to island B. That's how relevance gets established. So in terms of filtering, yeah, you can get people's attention, you can just get on stage, but that doesn't guarantee what you're talking about is relevant to any of these people. So that's the first thing that you need to handle is this relevant? Then number 2, once it's relevant, or assuming it is, then the second piece is credibility. This is the second filter. That first filter of relevance just means like, oh, you have my attention, right? Oh, and now I'm focused on you. I'm paying attention because this does seem relevant to help me with the kind of issues that I have, or you're offering something that I want. That doesn't mean they're going to buy. It just means they're considering you. They noticed you, actually. That's all, and they're willing to pay attention to you. Credibility is now, I trust you as a person, but I also trust your way of making these boats. I trust your technique in making these steins so that they last, and they're good quality. But it could also be, I trust you to take me on this journey from island A to B. Oh, I trust that you've got something worth hearing about this particular symptom or issue that I'm struggling with, or helping people get to this result. You've got some chops, some street cred. You've got a point of view. So, the main thing ebook-wise I have that talks about this is point of view marketing. You have a perspective, a philosophy, an understanding, an approach, a series of steps and principles, a mapping out of the terrain that is reliable, that's trustworthy. So that's a filter. So now if they look at you and you got their attention, they say, okay, woo, that is relevant. And now I trust you. That's not the last one. The last filter has to be value. Value meaning return on investment. I spend this much money, I get this much in return. As my colleague Danny, and he talks about, is value greater than cost. That's what people have to perceive. The value in what you're selling is greater than the cost of it. This is the idea of the irresistible offer, where people just say, oh my God, I'd be a fool to say no to this. It's too good. I have to get this because the value is so there. So relevance, credibility, and value. And all praise to Dominic Canterbury, who was the one who gave me those three many years ago in Seattle. So let's just back up here. So we get their attention, we filter, and then we lower the risk. But in this filtering step, once we've got their attention, we've got to help them see that, yeah, this could be a fit for what you're looking for. And it's certainly, it's a grounded, sensible approach. It makes sense to them. There's some gravitas, some weight behind it, some heft, some solidity to it. It's not just a theory. It's not an idea. There's really something solid and dependable, reliable in it. But also the value is there, because sometimes it might be like, yeah, you have my attention. That's really relevant. Totally, you're credible, and I don't have that kind of money, or it's not. The problem is bugging me, but not that much. It's not bugging me so much that I need to spend $1 million to solve it. Yeah. So the value needs to be there. But then here's the thing, because even if the value is there, meaning they're like, yes, it's relevant. Yes, you're credible. Yes, the value is there. Sometimes people still don't buy because the risk is too high. There's a whole conversation to have about that. Anyways, I was just excited to share this because I'd had this piece, the relevance, credibility, and value, and I'd had the three roles, and I finally saw how they fit together. That these three, the RCV, relevance, credibility, and value, are specifically for the filtering. That's where it fits. So that's all. I hope that's useful, and take care, everyone.